Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
Another blast of summer today. Right now, 63 degrees, sunny today and warm, very summer-like, and a high of 85. We had a high yesterday of 85, but the summer weather is coming to an end.
It was nice. I almost wore a sundress yesterday. It was so nice. No, very, very nice day.
I was at a school yesterday, and a lot of the teachers were wearing sundresses.
Oh, yeah.
It's popular.
Yeah, volleyball game last night. You know what I found out? I was supposed to work the ticket table last night, and I didn't.
I wondered why the guy was surly. It's possible the guy was surly because you didn't show up. Today, don't be alarmed, but at 2:20 this afternoon, we are going to have an emergency alert. You will feel your cell phones vibrate. You'll hear them make a loud sound. You'll see a push alert pop up on your screens. Radio and TV stations, including JTV, will broadcast an alert at the same time for about a minute. There is no national emergency. This is only a test. It's a test of the National Emergency Alert Systems. FEMA and the FCC are conducting this to see if the technology works.
I hope schools are aware of this, so when all of the phones go off in the lockers,
Oh yeah.
they know it's just a test.
Now, if you have a phone that absolutely you do not want to make a sound, and FEMA notes that there are people that perhaps might be in an abusive relationship and have a hidden device, turn it off. Just turn it off. Turn the device off. Also, in some cases, the airplane mode will silence those alerts as well.
Some people might be in a secret relationship and have a hidden device as well. It might not just be an abusive relationship.
Good point.
You've heard of those burner phones.
Yeah, the burner phones will go off too.
Burner phones will go off too. Kevin McCarthy.
Oh yeah. In our country's history, we've had a period of McCarthyism. Now we have McCarthyisn't. Ooh.
Brandon acknowledged that he acknowledged it.
Yeah. So
I don't even care about this guy.
The house, it's locked. The chamber, it's locked, and the lights are off. No one's home. So another vacation for the house.
I'm considering. I'd have to move away to another state. That I'm considering.
Which state?
I don't know what state would be the best to advance in politics.
Florida
or Delaware. Because it's so small, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right.
It's a mess. It's, of course, it's Washington.
Yeah, it is. Let's go out to hometown, our hometown heating, cooling, and more Skycam. See what's going on. Oh, it is a beautiful day.
It is.
Sometimes I just pull up the Skycam and try and watch the birds fly by.
Good day for that.
Yeah,
today.
it's a beautiful day for that.
Mm-hmm. The Powerball, it's been 3 months since we've had a winner. And the jackpot tonight, one of the largest, $1.2 billion with a B. Cash option, $551 million.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. After taxes, you'd have cold hard cash of somewhere around $320 million.
Yeah,
Seventh largest jackpot ever in the United States.
Really? We've had a lot of those lately. Means more people are buying the tickets.
They changed the rules, how they added numbers and so on. So,
Ella Sharp, they are having the fall harvest. The other day I thought it was a sugaring and shearing. No, it's a fall harvest. There'll be cider. There will also be a petting zoo, pumpkins, crafts, and food trucks.
It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, it should be fun, and that is Sunday, noon to 4 at Ella Sharp Museum.
Yeah, and since it is porch decorating season, you might get some ideas, inspiration, maybe even some products like pumpkins and corn stalks to put on your front porch. Hey, those traffic cams, they catch people who are speeding. While in Slovakia, they caught a dog speeding.
I'll be darned.
Yes. They pulled the dog over, and the police joked that the dog was on the lookout for deer, and officers ruined its hunting plans for the day. Actually, there was a 31-year-old driver behind that dog. He told police the dog had unexpectedly jumped on his lap while he was driving.
That's very nice. Is that a Saab?
I don't know. It's,
Do you remember Saabs? We were talking about Seinfeld earlier. You got me going on Saab.
It's
I always wanted a Saab,
I think they're
like
nice.
Jerry had.
Yeah, yeah. It's a Skoda. So apparently it's a Slovakian brand, the Skoda. Looked like a nice car though.
Yeah, it sure did. Today's show is brought to you by the Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill, located at 3705 Ann Arbor Road. They are the perfect spot for your next get-together, banquet, rehearsal dinner, or just going out to eat. Check them out. The Enchanted Forest Bar and Grill on Ann Arbor Road.
The Tigers fired someone yesterday.
Who?
Matt Shepard, the Tiger.
Yeah, that was all the buzz upstairs.
Yeah, the play-by-play.
Yeah, so who do you want to replace him?
I don't know. I mean,
Maybe.
the Tigers said, "Well, thank you. You know, nice job for the last 5 or so years," but apparently they got a lot of fan input. That
He does Michigan basketball too.
Yeah. Well, before that, he was voice of Michigan for 15, 20 years.
He's got a very distinct cadence.
Yeah.
And maybe over the course of 162 games, that can wear on people. I don't know.
I thought he was a hard worker.
I thought he was great at his
Yeah.
job. The boys upstairs would like to see Mario Impemba brought back.
Where's he been?
Mario? I think he's retired in Florida.
Well, the job's open, and they hope to have the job filled by the end of this year.
High school football tailgates are really, really fun, and I showed you the video from Oxford High School. It's got shut down. No more tents or RVs at
Really?
Oxford High School tailgating.
Wow.
Yeah, so, just so you know.
I've seen, and I know you have, the people are tailgating like crazy at high school
It's unbelievable.
football games.
It's unbelievable.
In our little towns, it's the event of the year,
It
event of
is.
the week, for sure.
It is. And on Friday, we will be at Michigan Center live. This should be a great game. You know, my wife is going to be there.
Oh,
Yeah, you're probably like, why?
Why?
Flagstar's doing a tailgate with West Texas Barbecue, and so the JTV staff will be fed. But they will also be feeding the fans while supplies last.
oh, that's cool.
So yeah, check it out. Should be a great game. Napoleon 6-0 versus Michigan Center 5-1, and then our other game this weekend, Brandon is hopping on 127 North, heading up to Leslie. Is it Leslie or Leslie?
I always call it Leslie.
I always call it Leslie.
It's probably Leslie.
Yeah, I always call it Leslie. East Jackson at Leslie, and then next week we'll be at Jackson High live. So a lot of great stuff coming up this weekend on JTV.
Yeah, and to our JTV crew, caution, there is one of the chain link fence things at the top of the stands. It's kind of loose.
Yes, so be careful. Is that at Leslie?
Leslie.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's get to our Extreme Dodge scoreboard, brought to you by our friends over at Extreme Chrysler Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. The title of today's scoreboard is Titletown Tuesday. Jackson Christian 5, Lenawee Christian 2, Marshall 6, Northwest 0, Parma 2, Coldwater 1. That's all in boys soccer. Girls golf, Columbia Central won the Cascades Conference.
Wow, is that a
Meet-
first?
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, first place, they won. It wasn't even close. Columbia's girls golf team is exceptional. There they are right there. They shot a 339 as a team. Second place, 414. So they definitely dusted the competition. Boys tennis in the I-8 final. Western won the conference. Northwest finished second. The Big 8 cross country, Concord girls won. And there's some more scores there. This is a two-pager. Let's get to our on deck, see what's happening tonight. Busy Wednesday.
Wow.
Awesome stuff. These soccer players have to be loving this weather. It's going to get down to the 50s, though, this weekend. Jackson College on the road at Grand Rapids. Spring Arbor University, their home volleyball game tonight. They host Taylor. And that is our scoreboard, brought to you by Extreme Dodge.
Yeah, for the Golden Eagles, their first title in girls golf since 1976.
Amazing.
Wow. So congratulations to the Royals and the Eagles. Who's on the show today?
We've got a great show coming up. We're going to get things started with Jeff Beal and Gene Logan from Jackson Public Schools, and they will join us right after this break.
MVP Sports has been providing the Jackson area with the finest custom apparel and select promotional items since 2006. We can take your corporate event, Employee Appreciation Day, or golf outing to the next level with expertly crafted shirts, hats, jackets, coolers, and even golf bags. As always, you can count on MVP for all your sports and school apparel too. No matter what your needs, MVP Sports has the equipment, knowledge, and expertise to make sure every order comes out just right. Whether it's embroidery or screen print, with outstanding customer service and design services, we make outfitting your crew or team a breeze. Stop in today and let's turn your ideas into reality. MVP Sports Store, 5000 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
I know pain. The one that starts at your ankles, settling in your back, keeping you from competing. Sydney, 2000. Preparing to compete, my leg wouldn't move. My dream interrupted. The team chiropractor knew exactly what to do. I went from out of the game to in competition in 3 days. Today, I am a chiropractor. Relieving the pain, enhancing performance. Go to beyondthepain.org to find a chiropractor or learn how to become one.
To perform your best, high school athletes and their families can receive a complimentary consultation by visiting DocPen.com.
5 stars. All rise for To Kill a Mockingbird. Unmissable and unforgettable. A mockingbird for our moment. Beautiful, elegiac, satisfying, even exhilarating. A New York Times critic's pick. Mockingbird is now the most successful American play in Broadway history. All rise for Aaron Sorkin's great play. Richard Thomas is Atticus Finch in Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird.
Coming to Wharton Center October 3rd through the 8th. Tickets on sale now at whartoncenter.com or 1-800-WHARTON.
If you're looking for a high-quality, affordable alternative to the emergency room, then come to IEP Urgent Care's new location in Jackson. It's the same great ER physicians who have been providing care through our local hospitals since 2008, but now with a new location to serve you better. Our ER-trained providers believe high-quality care is for everyone, so we work with all insurances, including Medicaid and Medicare. Come see us on East Michigan Ave.
The Art Walk is coming up this Friday, downtown Jackson. You got a chance to do some great shopping, grab a drink, something to eat, and meet your friends and check out local artists. Downtown Jackson, 4 to 7 this Friday. The 82nd annual NAACP Freedom Fund Banquet is happening this Sunday, October 8th at 5 p.m. and keynote speaker will be Dr. Pamela Pugh. $75 ticket includes membership. For information, contact the president at naacpjackson.org.
Our first guest today, in fact, he just asked me for the answer key.
I heard that.
Superintendent of JPS, Jeff Beal, and Administrator of Jackson County Early College, Gene Logan.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
You need this app I have for like solving math problems. Do you have that one?
I wish. I always have to have the answer key. I believe you having the notes in front of me is better.
Well, the early college, it's a huge success here in Jackson County. We must be doing something right. How successful is it?
That's a great question. I'm going to let Gene kind of lead off because it's one of those things that we're super proud of.
Yeah, so I just got the numbers yesterday afternoon. Right now we have 621 students taking college courses around the county. We're going to probably add another 75 to 100 at the end of October. And we are geared up to add even more in January. Right now on my master document, which is a list of every kid interested, I added that up yesterday. We have 911 students.
That sounds pretty good.
This high school program, okay, it is a program that's available in every high school in the county. This high school program is going to be the largest high school in the county within just a couple of years. It's growing at that kind of pace. And what people don't realize is because of the way it's set up, because of the work Gene does and our partnership with Jackson College, our students are passing college courses while taking high school courses at a rate that's upper 80s, low 90s.
90%, between 90 and 92%.
Wow, that's amazing.
There isn't a freshman class in a college or university across the country that can boast that.
No.
Most of the time kids go to, they go to college, and it doesn't really matter where, but they get that first taste of independence at 18 on a college campus, and they don't have kind of some of those soft skills of how to contact the professor, how to have those communications,
Sure.
how to work through the syllabus, how to do college. We all become really good at how to do school, and then all of a sudden you get to college and some get it and some don't, which is why there's such a decline in that filter, if you will, for freshmen going to university.
Yeah.
And this really sets them up for success.
This generation of kids, their parents did not have that opportunity, and
Right.
I think as parents, we know what type of an advantage this can be for your career, for your just a great head start.
Well, I know at Jackson High, Gene, you want to walk through kind of what that support looks like, because we got a couple dedicated hours.
Absolutely. Jackson High this year started a new initiative where there are assigned teachers providing support to the early college students. It's easy for us. We visit, there is a member from the team there 4 days a week to work with the students, help them problem solve, make sure that they know how to submit their assignments, understand what their assignments are, because we know that students struggle with reading directions, multi-step. So we teach them how to do that, and then what the assignment's supposed to look like. We help them communicate with their instructors. So they really have that outreach, plus Jeff has an amazing counseling staff who supports the students in every way. We have great communication back and forth.
Now, are you getting students that were going to go to college anyway, or are you seeing students who might be the first in their family to ever go to college?
It's a mix of all of them. We're really proud of the diversity we have at J High, and a lot of those are first generation students. We have from every socioeconomic at-risk population. So we identify those students so we know who needs that extra support as well.
Well, I think the big key, and there's a lot to this. And so if you're out there, you want to come in and talk to us about what we got going on with early college, give me a call. We'll hook you up with folks. We'll introduce you to Gene. But you can take advantage of all the programs that Jackson College has to offer. If you're looking for 60 college credits to take with you, any university in Michigan, 60 college credits, go do the math on what tuition and room costs you at that university, multiply it by 2, and that's what kind of a scholarship that's the value. You can't.
You're talking over 6 figures.
Oh, it's just insane.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So without a doubt, it's something that I hope more people take advantage of. We're real proud of it at Jackson Public Schools, and in truth, this is transforming education in a way that truthfully will help shape our community for years to come.
I think, I know we started this so early, we've got to be ahead of a lot of other counties in terms of how many percentage of students in
We
early.
are. We're one of the largest early colleges in the state of Michigan, and we do this with just a handful of people who we just click. We have a system in place, and we have regular meetings, talk about the students, what they need, what we're doing as a team to make sure that we're supporting the students in every way that we can.
If you don't know what you want to do after high school, and so many students don't, I'm not sure why they're not in this program, because this will get you some of those general basics. This will teach you that you can be successful at college. Again, when you pass 1 class, you pass 2 classes, you pass 3 classes, don't tell me you're not going to college. You're already a college student. And when you have that success, it kind of breeds some confidence. When I talk to parents and students and they say, well, my kid's just going to go to Jackson College next year, I sit back and I almost grab my chair and I go, what are we doing? Because we'll pay for that for you. Let us help you out.
You guys have a early college success camp coming up on October 16th. What does that entail?
So that's where we teach students how to log into their Jackson College email, make sure that they know where to find their classes. We get them registered. It's kind of a, I don't like to call it a boot camp because it's about helping them. It's the first step in being successful. So they come, we have about 80 students right now signed up for October 16th. Another 30 to 40 signed up so far for January 4th. After they do the success camp, they take the first course, which is called FYS 110. It's a freshman year seminar. What I really love about that class is the instructors are former middle school and high school teachers. They're used to working with that age level, and it is a lot of college and career readiness. It talks about how to do things correctly for when they get into the more rigorous courses.
And college, career center students, really anyone, there's no limit.
We're sending them there from Jackson High, from Jackson Pathways. South Central Michigan Virtual takes advantage of it. And obviously we talk about Jackson Public Schools, but Gene and I have been really kind of pushing what this early college looks like from the very beginning.
Out of our students, we have about 140 who also attend the Career Center.
Oh, wow.
Because they can also earn articulated credits at the Career Center that then transfer to their pathway at the college.
We've got college assistance in FAFSA application help, actual college application help, and you guys partner with the College and Career Access Center.
Absolutely.
We've got an event coming up.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So it's a huge FAFSA drive going on, and obviously there's money available for people to go to college, and you can use that in combination. You can use that delayed once you finish your early college exposure. You get those 60 credits, but you have to actually complete the FAFSA, and so it's easier this year to do, and there's more assistance.
If you use
for
the
that.
College and Career Access Center, they basically do it for you.
Oh,
so
just
that's
about.
really what you want to do.
Just about. There's a great team out there. So
It's been an exciting fall. Sports underway. We've had homecoming stuff. I mean, just busy times, and it's been beautiful on campus.
I got to tell you, I've rarely had weather like this for football.
Oh my gosh, I know.
I'm not knocking it, but holy smokes, we usually end up with sleet and snow and rain. And we've got a fun team to watch.
Yeah, you
They've got some grit with them. They're very fast. They're committed to each other. And our fans are coming out and supporting them.
4-2, still a great opportunity to make the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a payoff on the Al Glick indoor practice facility. I know the kids were using that all summer.
It's
very
silly
heavily.
that is even over there. That's what I think. It's amazing.
It's not silly.
Silly.
It's a great day to be a Viking.
No, not silly as in just crazy. It's amazing. Every time I go over there, I'm like, this is unreal.
When you take a look at the culture and you go, okay, we're working with those weight fitness coaches. Think about what that looks like 4 years from now when freshmen are working with it, and when it simply becomes the norm and they're tailoring workouts to your sport and really working out for your health and nutrition year round.
You guys didn't just build that thing, though. I mean, it's the investment with the strength and conditioning coaches and all of the other things that go along with that huge facility to make it run properly.
Well, we were blessed. My friend Al Glick made a wonderful donation. I'm humbled every day, and our partnership with Alro, with Randy, and the Al Glick Foundation, we're still very blessed. But when we invest in the program and we invest in the people behind it, that's us. Yeah. That's the best way I can say thank you beyond my words. And so we really want to put actions to. We're committed to making it a huge success.
I love watching the kids being able to use it, and to me, that's just if you just have to think how blessed they are to be able to have that wonderful facility to attend high school in, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, they realize it, right?
Oh, for sure.
They realize it.
Yeah, it doesn't get old walking in there.
No,
and it never will.
No, it doesn't.
For sure.
Hey, congratulations to Andy Sheridan.
Yes, that's right.
He was obviously a teacher and coach when I went to school here. How much fun was that? But two-time Hall of Fame nominee, and it's hard to find somebody with a commitment to Jackson High School. Certainly the accolades could continue to go on, and there's a lot of lives that he's touched. And so
last game he coached against Lumen Christi, he won. I was on the team. Thought that'd make you feel pretty good.
There you go.
But just a great coach, and so well respected by everyone at the school, really. And I always remember that even when I was growing up, he was so well respected amongst the basketball community at the time. So.
I think even just beyond the basketball community, what he does and what he brings to Jackson Public Schools and has for years has just been super valuable. It's a family investment for him. So
yeah, Andy also was among the first class of recipients of the Jackson College Martin Luther King Jr. Medal of Service Award.
Yep.
When that started, for all of his commitment and support and service to everyone in the community. So way to go. You guys are going to be at Jaxpo?
Yeah, absolutely.
Good deal.
Absolutely. A great opportunity to, JPS, a lot of people go, well, what's the business relationship, when we partner with the Chamber of Commerce and whatnot. And, we're a $73 million organization. We employ 1,000 people. We buy locally. We, our employees shop locally. We develop business relationships. And so I'm hoping at Jaxpo that if you're a local business, that you'll come in and partner with us and talk to us about ways that we could collaborate, and then vice versa. We're hoping to find opportunities out there so that we can do the same thing.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for
Thank
doing
you.
it. It's exciting hearing about all the great things happening at the early college as well. From JPS, Jeff Beal, and from the Jackson County Early College, Gene Logan. We'll be right back. More of the show after this quick break.
It's time to invest in you. At Jackson College, you get the quality education you deserve, surrounded by a community you'll love. Grow your skill set through flexible courses and different learning opportunities. Discover new career paths. Find your passion, all at a price that you can afford. Whether you're a recent high school graduate, continuing your education, or interested in learning something new, Jackson College has the perfect options for you. Jackson College. You belong here. We can't wait to meet you.
Family owned and operated make professional tree care your choice when it comes to your property. Our certified arborist will examine your landscape and handle all your trimming and maintenance needs. From tree removal to tree trimming and stump grinding to lot clearing, PTC gets the job done. Professional Tree Care is proud to serve members of the Jackson community using cutting edge equipment, and your satisfaction is our guarantee. Visit us online at ptcjackson.com or call 517-499-2820.
Life can be a whirlwind of responsibilities, leaving little time for what truly matters, quality family time. With Keeping It Clean, your trusted residential cleaning partner, our dedicated team will work tirelessly to ensure your home is clean so you don't have to lift a finger. We give you back the precious gift of time, more moments for laughter, and time to cherish memories with your loved ones. Call us at 517-990-5772 to book your cleaning today. Keeping It Clean, a clean home for a happy family.
At Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More, we know how important family is. That's why we've been a family-owned and operated business since 2009. As an authorized Daikin dealer, we're dedicated to providing the best heating and cooling services for your family's comfort. So, don't sweat the heat or shiver in the cold. Let our family keep yours cozy all year long.
The secret is out. Jackson is a great place to live, work, and raise a family. We are people with community pride, school spirit, and deep roots. The secret is out. Jackson has great parks, home to some of the best golf in the country, and boasts more lakes than you can count. With unique, locally owned shops and restaurants, we have a little something for everyone. Hey Jackson, the secret is out. The Heather Herndon team with Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, serving the Jackson community since 2005.
Get your tickets now to the Potter Center. The lineup is underway. A couple weeks ago, we had Sawyer Brown. October 7th is Greetings from Los Angeles, and that will be at the Potter Center on October 7th at 7:30. The 10th annual Pink Ribbon Zumba Party is happening at the YMCA, their 10th annual 2-hour dance party with the county's top Zumba instructors. That is happening this Friday from 6 to 8, $10 a person. You just show up and pay when you are there, and then you can Zumba.
Joining us now from the Henry Ford Jackson Hospital Emergency Department, Emergency Services physician, Dr. Alan Lazzaro. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey guys, morning.
Welcome back.
Thanks for
And
having me.
yeah, congratulations, newlywed Alan Lazzaro.
Yeah, very excellent.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you are a renowned national expert on hunter safety. You've been published, you've been widely quoted and interviewed about because you've done a lot of research.
Yeah, that's overly generous, but yeah, I've taken an interest in it. It's nice to do something that that meshes with your vocation and your avocation and put them together. So, but definitely not national.
So when you think, a lot of people don't hear about too many hunting injuries unless they happen to work in the emergency department.
Sure, yeah.
So, but there's a lot of hunting-related injuries that happen.
There can be, it's not something like car accidents or ATV accidents or things like that. But I think statistics don't really matter when it happens to you. If it happens to you or one of your family members, then it doesn't matter if it's 1 in 100 or 1 in 100,000. It's still a very serious event. So. But I'm a big believer, we see a lot of different kinds of accidents, different kinds of trauma, but I'm a big believer in an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And I think that in all aspects of what we do outdoors, you can really prevent a lot of these injuries.
Before I met you, I thought the hunter injury was a heart attack. If anyone was going to get injured hunting, they were out there in the woods and they had a heart attack, but that's not the case.
It happens for sure. I think that there's an older component of people that hunt, and so if you're not exercising throughout the year and don't really take care of yourself, and you go out there and try and drag a 150-pound deer through the woods, it's going to be a cardiac strain. So people do have heart attacks. We've seen that before, but that's not the typical thing that we worry about. But always good to stay in shape and follow with your doctor and get those labs that need to be done occasionally.
I know a lot of hunters. Everyone who lives in Jackson knows a lot of hunters.
Yeah.
I don't know too many that use a harness when they're on their deer stand.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, that's a common thing. Kind of like my grandfather didn't wear a seatbelt often,
right?
But I wear my seatbelt every time. I think it takes generations for people to get those preventative mechanisms kind of ingrained in them.
So they fall out of trees, and it's guns. Guns are also one of the factors.
Guns. So that was the idea for the research, is that I had looked at the number of firearm-related injuries in the country, and we used a national electronic surveillance system that has 100 different emergency departments in it. And somebody had already used that study. A guy from Indiana and a group of people had looked at it and found it was about 1.6 per 10,000 hunters per year. Firearm-related injuries, so 1.6. So we looked at it and looked at some of the other research studies that have been done, and after compiling that data, we saw it was more around 4.5 or 5 per 10,000 hunters per year falling out of tree stands getting injured. Now, those injuries can range from a bruise on the knee to a broken back or paralysis, but it's about 3 times higher than a firearm-related injury. In this graphic that's being shown right now, that's where that data comes from, the National Electronic Injury Surveillance System. And so I plotted that out from 2004 to 2022. You can see during the last couple years, it looked like it was going down, but now it's going back up.
Interesting.
There's probably some variation on sampling and how many people actually go to the emergency department. This was another graphic I created to show the green line is the number of big game hunters. Big game hunters are the hunters that use tree stands, like people that are hunting bear or deer, are typically in the Midwest or southeastern United States. And the red line is the yearly tree stand related injuries per 10,000 hunters. So you can see it's remained relatively stable even though the number of big game hunters has dropped. So a greater proportion of hunters are falling despite the falling number of big game hunters in the country. And that's a generational thing. Not as many people hunt as they used to, but it's still 9 million or 10 million people per year are hunting. So
and it's busy out there too.
Yeah,
right?
it's about
you got to watch out for others.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, that's what we get taught in hunter safety and the kind of the ethics and etiquette that and safety protocols that we all aspire to and abide by. But accidents happen, and the Department of Natural Resources tracks those accidents or tracks those. Sometimes they're called negligent discharges and not always called accidents. Just like ER doctors don't always call car accidents, they call them motor vehicle collisions because a lot of times they're preventable.
Right.
So the Department of Natural Resources, like many states in Michigan, they track the firearm-related injuries, but they don't track the tree stand-related injuries, which, if you have a problem that's yay big, but a problem that's 3 times the size, you think we should be tracking those. But there's problems with trying to find people hanging from trees and camouflage. And, are you wearing your harness? That's an impossible task to do. So I really think the way to get it done is through education. And this graphic that's being shown is something that I put together, and I'm going to propose to the DNR that we put this with somebody's tag that they get in the mail. So when you get a deer tag mailed to you or you buy one online, first you need a hunting license, and you can only get a hunting license if you've passed hunter safety. And then you need your ticket, which is the tag to be able to shoot a deer. And you get those mailed to you typically if you buy them online. You can get them at stores as well, but it just comes in a simple envelope, and I thought what a reasonable and cheap idea to put a little card in there that says, bring this with you, just as a one-click reminder before you go up in the stand to wear your harness, always clip in.
Very good idea.
I mean, we don't have, they're like seatbelts, right? So but we don't have the beeps and the bips in the car and that annoying sound that won't let you drive when you go climb up in a tree stand. So that's, I feel like, the best we could probably do.
Have you ever been hunting?
No.
I went once.
Really?
Yeah, you would have hated it. We were there about 20 minutes.
Where did you go? What did you do?
We were off South Jackson Road, about 4.5 acres.
I mean,
plenty of space.
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, it just depends what you're hunting. So
I didn't see anything, lost patience, fired the gun, climbed out of the tree stand, and I've never hunted again.
Was that with Tom?
It was with his son.
Oh.
Yeah. Son. I probably...
People that didn't know.
And
people that
honest
don't
with
know
you.
hunting. You went hunting with people
I didn't have
that,
a hunter's license.
No.
I didn't have a license at the time. How could I have?
It was a pistol too, wasn't it?
It wasn't a pistol.
Oh, well.
It was, no.
What
Could
are
have
these
been a
tree
pistol,
stands?
actually.
So you were in a tree. What does a tree stand look like? I mean, is it like a volleyball?
They're not very
Oh, it's like a
luxurious.
volleyball referee's perch.
There's a lot of different kinds. There's about 5 main kinds. This is a homemade stand, which are not recommended anymore, or a platform stand. That those degrade over time because the nails in the trees get pushed out. This is a ladder stand, and you can see he's using a line to haul up his equipment, which is protocol on what you want to do because people need their hands and their feet to climb up. You don't want to drop anything sharp or breakable or dischargeable from 10 feet up. This is called a climber stand. So these are kind of an order of evolution of different kinds of stands.
This looks good here.
This is what I use actually. I like it's like tubular steel, and you kind of climb the tree like you're a telephone pole worker. But as you're doing it, you're attached in with a lineman's belt and to a safety line, and they feel very secure, surprisingly, and they're very comfortable as well.
How high do you like to go up?
I probably am about 15 feet at the bottom of my feet, and that's about how high I go. From my research and just from the amount of comfort I have, how high I get, less severe injuries occur if you're lower to the ground. That makes sense, right? So if you're 25 feet up and you fall, that's going to hurt a lot more. It's like falling out of a moving vehicle and hitting the ground. It's not the fall that kills you; it's the rapid stop, right? For everything. But so about 11 to 15 feet up, people get less injured. Things above 17 feet, people tend to be more severely injured.
Yeah. So if you jump out of that third story, you're more
right.
likely.
Same thing. That's I don't know what you say. The old adage of you can jump off of one story, but I've seen plenty of people fall off stuff not that high and get hurt real bad. So
that last guy, he was Went through a lot of trouble to get 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah, right. Well, that's an example. That other graphic is an example of a newer type of stand. So that's called a hang-on stand. And those little steps on the bottom right there, those are called sticks or ladder sticks. And people tend to put 3 or 4 of those up to get up to their stand. And so those are attached to the tree with straps, and you step on those. And then the next one is the newest iteration. That's called a saddle, and that's basically rock climbing equipment that they've utilized for now deer hunting and hunting from above. So the tree saddle is supposedly very, very comfortable, and you can kind of 360 move yourself around the tree. They have the foot platform that you stand on. I have not graduated to that yet, but I used to rock climb when I was younger, and I may eventually. But you really have to, know what you're doing before you're getting high like that, getting up in the tree. So this is a full body harness, or also known as a full arrest system. So he's wearing a full body harness in the orange, and then he's tied into his safety strap at the top of the tree, and he also has a safety line going down the back side as well that he can use to ascend and descend the tree. Those are the main principles of the fall arrest system. And if you're not wearing your harness, it's not gonna protect you. Yeah. Just like if you have a seatbelt in the car, you're not wearing it, it's not gonna protect you. Yep. So,
well, I can see why there's hesitancy to do that, because obviously it's a lot of work, a lot of stuff to haul, a lot of time to get it all set up. But I guess if it protects a broken neck, it's well worth it.
If you're going to be up there for a while too, I mean, it's worth the extra time.
For sure. It doesn't really take that much time. Just like, that putting that seatbelt on, that's how I liken them to modern, modern cars and stuff. It takes probably about a minute and a half to get your harness on. What takes more time is spending the whole day in the emergency department, and then spending, time in the ICU, and then rehabilitation. There was one study that I looked at that was done out of New York, and they said that out of the hunters they saw who fell, the average time in a rehab facility is about 6 to 7 days, and then they also had to have in-home services. So very costly, very time-consuming, much more than just wearing your tree safety belt. Yeah. So.
Well, we'll have to have you back when it's time to put the Christmas tree lights up on the house.
That's a great, I find ways to put harnesses on all the time. To, climbing on the side of my house, for sure. That's a great idea.
Good luck out in the woods, too.
Thank you very much.
From Henry Ford Jackson Hospital and the Emergency Department, Emergency Services Physician, Dr. Alan Lazzara. More of the morning show after this.
Kibbe Cobb Deli, open 7 days a week, offers a wide variety of signature sandwiches, soups, flatbread pizza, gourmet hot dogs on homemade hot dog buns, bagel sandwiches, deli meats, sides, and much more. Check us out on Facebook for the complete menu. And just a couple storefronts down is the Iron Bark Brewing Company. This is a popular spot for terrific craft beers, the same amazing food as offered at Kibbe Cobb Deli, live music, and great people. Kibbe Cobb Deli and Iron Bark Brewing Company, both located on Kibbe Road in Jackson.
Kelly Express Marts are conveniently located throughout South Central Michigan with convenient hours of operation. We pride ourselves on our fast and friendly service to get you going on your way. We're here when you need us. Full service and fully stocked stores, fresh hot premium coffee, and cappuccino. All Kelly Express Marts are staffed with friendly, knowledgeable people committed to providing the highest level of service. Kelly Express Mart.
It's 5 a.m. and I feel like I can do anything.
We've got apples and cabbage, 7,000 dahlias, vegetables, and
brisket for dinner. We've been coming here since 1868.
There's a lot of cushy desk jobs out there, but
This is my happy place.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your land. How will you make the most of yours?
Visit Napoleon Lawn and Leisure today or find them online at napoleonlawn.com. Napoleon Lawn and Leisure, your local John Deere dealer for over 30 years.
His voice has touched millions as a member of the Gaither Vocal Band and on his popular solo albums. Now's your chance to experience David Phelps in concert Sunday, October 8th at Potter Center at Jackson College. Tickets are available at the Potter Center box office and online. After the Downbeat with David Phelps. Sunday, October 8th at Potter Center at Jackson College.
When surgery is recommended, know that you have a choice. As a local independent orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Robert Doan can provide procedures others can't, as well as utilize the equipment and implant choices that are best for you. Get a first or second opinion at Jackson Orthopedic Specialists.
My family and I have lived in Jackson for 18 years. We support the local community extensively. If you have any orthopedic problems, please call and we would love to care for you.
Our show today is brought to you by the Tecumseh Center for the Arts. Tickets for the 43rd season of live entertainment are available right now. Located at 400 Maumee Street in Tecumseh. Visit thetca.org for tickets today.
Joining us now is the president of Insurance Circle Agency, Dave Rice. Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Hey, good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
Welcome to the morning show.
It's great to be here.
If Dave looks somewhat familiar to our viewers, he's also the father of JTV's own David Rice.
I am, and very proud father.
You guys,
yes.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. There it is.
So you had an opportunity at the Western game for your son to interview you. I got to ask you, what was that like?
Oh, surreal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Just get a little choked up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
Super cool.
Yeah, he's Dave, of course, has been with us since he was 12, and he's talking in my
13,
ear.
Right? Yeah.
He's talking in my ear right now, and a big part of JTV and all we do. So
I think that if I have it correct, this is his 5th season.
Amazing.
So.
Wow. And how old is he?
Just turned 18.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. You can't say the kid doesn't have work ethic.
Yeah. Hey, before we get into it, I'm sure you guys have talked about, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yes.
So I'd be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to my dad and Mama P.
Oh yeah.
Yes, for sure.
But more importantly, Mama P recently had her own battle. But great job.
Yeah.
So proud of, her tenacity, right?
For sure.
The pain she went through, the hard work, but she came through on the other side, and God bless her and God bless everything. You know what I mean? We've been blessed, and she is good.
That's great.
Right?
Yeah, we saw Mama P at Dave's graduation party, and she said, "I'm here, but tomorrow I have a 7 o'clock appointment in the morning to go to therapy."
Yeah, you got to have that great attitude too.
Yeah.
That's one thing you learn, right?
So we can talk about insurance, we can talk about all that stuff, but great work, so proud, and so blessed.
That's awesome.
Just wanted to say hi and thank you and good job and all that good stuff.
And we join in the well wishes.
Yeah, and actually, in fact, she doesn't realize this, so next week I'll be in Boston for some work and have the honor of attending what they call the Pink Ball.
Oh, wow.
And it's a very large fundraising event for cancer, and specifically breast cancer. So my donation will be on behalf of Mama P.
Very nice.
And it's Tuesday in Boston, the Pink Ball, and all the money goes to the Dana-Farber Research Institute.
Awesome.
And quite an event. We raised over $200,000 in one evening last year.
That's amazing. Of course,
my giving will be on behalf of Mama P.
Awesome.
Bring us some pictures. Send us some pictures.
please
I will. I will.
So insurance, that's your career, and you're the president of Insurance Circle Agency, and people might not have heard of that. What is that?
Right. So we're a small boutique agency, is what we like to say, right?
Yeah.
Our tagline is "We'll know your name," and we like it that way. So not to digress too much, but we're part of a larger organization, right? So we're a small, nimble locally run agency. We started, it started 5 years ago. We purchased the agency a year ago from Susan Baker. Susan, who I'd love to have on the show sometime, runs our personal lines division for us and is the manager. And she is housed at our main location in Battle Creek. I run mainly our commercial division and focus on business insurance, and that's been my history here in the community and whatnot. And then recently we just expanded and hired another person in Shelby Township.
Oh, wow.
So we're a small agency. We'll definitely know your name, take a different approach to the business. Not that being part of a larger agency, but we're the complete, it isn't necessarily good, but we're the complete opposite of buying online.
Yeah.
You know, specifically when I'm meeting with a business owner, I really, truly want to take the time and understand their business and really explain all of the potential exposures that are out there, right? That they could potentially buy insurance to cover, and then let them make the buying decision.
When you work with a business, you know, you're not just selling them insurance and then catching up with them. You actually make yourself a part of that business.
Absolutely, yeah. In fact, myself, you know, having been doing this now 24 years, my running joke is I started when I was 10.
Just like your son.
24 years is no. If the business owner isn't going to be committed to me and want a relationship like that, it's probably not the right fit, right? Price isn't everything.
Right.
While price is important, right? It's rather protecting their assets, building a custom package. And fortunately, I've had the pleasure of working on, you know, small businesses, but I also currently and have in the past worked with multi-million-dollar businesses with multi-state operations, and it is, that's the difference, is becoming a part of their ecosystem, right?
Sure.
I love it when a client calls me and says, hey, I want to run something past you. That makes me feel like I am part of it, right? Like their attorney, or like their accountant, or like an advisor. So very different approach.
Let me ask you, obviously this has been going on a long time, but these cyber attacks that we're seeing on banks, casinos, small businesses, schools, homeowners, everybody. That's got to be something that's on your mind.
It's huge. Cyber liability has been happening. Cyber liability insurance, the market is actually settling back down and becoming much more affordable. When it came out of the gate, everybody could get it easily. And then, of course, as the market started paying claims, right? Premiums go up and underwriting goes up. Underwriting requirements, I should say, and it's kind of coming back down because a lot of businesses are implementing multi-factor authentication, right? Certain IT restrictions. I'd say the number one exposure that we see and the number one claim is phishing attacks.
Really?
Right? Where an individual is sitting there reading their email and they get what they believe is an email from Bart saying, hey, transfer X amount of dollars into this, things like that, the phishing. It's not so much where they're hacking into the bank account or hacking into the system as much as phishing and getting the employees engaged and then losing that
Until
way.
they catch the big one.
Well, you think you're out of luck if that happens to you, but you can be insured against that.
Absolutely.
You definitely can be insured against that.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing that if you truly have the right agent, advisor that understands your business, I mean, you can nearly be insured for anything that you want to be. Right? For example, I have insured manufacturers where they are dependent on a supplier, right? We can actually insure them if the supplier goes out of business so that they don't lose any income.
That's amazing.
Wow. Right? Another example, kind of outside of the box, is where we have a very, very large logistics company that has a very large accounts receivable. We can actually insure their accounts receivable. you can insure your accounts receivable. So there's a tremendous amount of opportunity.
Did you hear that?
Right. Yeah.
Well, we appreciate all the updates and all the guidance you provided us.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in today.
My pleasure.
Good to see you, Dave.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Insurance Circle Agency President Dave Rice. We wrap up the morning show after this.
Creating unforgettable memories. CascadesManor.com.
The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is imagining. Change is big, small, clean. Him, them, us, you. Together, we can bring clean energy to Michigan and protect the environment for generations to come. Learn about your clean energy choices and how you can become a force of change. consumersenergy.com/change.
The Free Press is reporting this morning that Michigan State Police troopers are outraged over a social media post that was put up on X and Facebook. Particularly the female trooper said this is offensive, and you know primarily why? Her hair's too long. You can't be a trooper with hair that long. Colonel Glaspie.
You can't throw it up in a pony?
No. Colonel Glaspie was the head of this agency at the time. Oddly enough, the day after this was posted, he announced his retirement. But actually, I think it was planned, but it just coincidence of timing.
You know, it's just everyone thinks they have a good idea, and then it always backfires, right? So it's best to just not do it.
Run it by someone first.
Yeah, run it by the all the ladies in the department before you go ahead and do it. I never owned a Barbie, and neither did my daughter. So how about that?
Wow. Well, we're all out of time.
Yeah, join us. Join us tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have a wonderful Thursday show. I guarantee it. Please join us tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock.
Later today, Superintendent at Concord, Rebecca Hutchinson, plus Dan Bickle from JC. Beth Kuiper, the new DDA director. Connor Wood, candidate for council in the city. Barb Palmer and Eric Johnson with the Crop Walk, all today starting at 1. We'll see you then.